good, wow! He is going absolutely bonkers. It is time for me to take you out, isn't it? So this morning we woke up and he had thrown up a pair of pants and his last night's dinner, which wasn't ideal, but at least that's up now, eh, Winnie? So I'm actually going to make a bit of a messy omelette for breakfast. So I've already had a piece of fruit toast. You know, got to keep yourself ticking, you know. Whoa, it's so bright. Anyway, because I'm making eggs and Winnie, he's playing with his toy. Because I'm making eggs and bacon, I feel like today would be a good vlog to talk about food and recovery and sort of getting over the food barriers and eating more, that kind of thing. My food will change on a daily. My food will change depending on my day, my training day, where I am, that sort of thing. But today is a rest day, so I'm having eggs and bacon, good fats in there, good protein, and then I had a bit of fruit toast earlier, but I wish I liked avocado, but I don't, and I'll cook it all in butter as well. So when I wake up as well in the mornings, I always have like a pre-breakfast snack. So if I'm training in the mornings, then I'll always have 2 slices of fruit toast as my training, and then I come home and I tend to have, very rare if I don't have it, I tend to have porridge, protein porridge with toppings like granola, peanut butter, that sort of thing. And honestly, one of the biggest things that has helped me so much within my recovery and just general life is eating something as soon as I wake up. So you might resonate with this, but before I started recovery and when I was in the depths of hypothalamic amenorrhea and under fueling, I would train fasted and then sort of push my breakfast until as late as I could, so like 10, 11 a.m. And actually, since eating within 30 minutes of waking up, which was recommended to me, fab, obviously Winnie wants his squeaky toy right now, it has honestly changed my training, my mood, my whole life. So if there's one thing that I would just really recommend is like eating as soon as you wake up, get some fuel in the body, especially if you're training. If you look across sort of like Dr. Stacey Sims and Rena McGregor, they always not recommend training while fasted. And if you don't know what that means, fasted means basically waking up and training straight away on an empty stomach. It doesn't look great, but I've just put some butter in with my bacon, and now I'm going to pour my eggs into it as well. I just love a messy dinner. I love messy food. There we have it. 3 eggs and bacon and a bit of Tommy K. Another thing that was really recommended to me, and something that has really stayed with me, and to be fair, this is a lot of what the fitness industry say anyway, but the problem is that I was doing it, but I was eating all sort of like the wrong foods. And that thing is to eat every 3 to 4 hours. Now, when I was like deep within the fitness industry, I was told to do that for like max gains. Don't just have protein bars, or don't just have protein yogurts, that sort of thing. What you need to be having is good energy as well to be able to support your body. So now I eat sort of 2 to 3 hours, but there will also always be like a good energy source within that. It might be like a little Gray's flapjack, or we do have some protein bars in here, or like a crunch bar, or I would have like a protein bar and like a bag of popcorn, or I don't know, granola and yogurt rather than just the yogurt on its own. And lunch, which is last night's dinner's stir fry. I've got a pack of milk chocolate raisins, which I won't eat all of them, but my friend bought them for me for looking after Winnie. Yogurt, bar, and an apple. So another thing I really try to do is to try to keep foods as neutral as possible. Now, this is often easier said than done. One thing I absolutely love about CrossFit is that you won't find people just eating salads. You will see people eating, yeah, like milk chocolate raisins, squares bars, all the sorts of foods, cakes and things like that, because they need the fuel because of the amount of exercise they're doing. And just being part of CrossFit made me realise that actually there's not necessarily good and bad foods, there's just foods more optimal for different situations. Another thing as well is I still try to practice sort of having fun foods, or like my old fear foods, every single day. And that really helps with helping me keep it neutral, and also just helping keep life a little bit fun. Don't get me wrong, I really want to fuel my body with really healthy, good nutrients, hence why I put veggies in my dinner, and I've got my apple and that sort of thing. And tonight's dinner will be full of veggies as well, but I know that it's still really, really important for me to not sort of like be like, right, I'm not eating that anymore. No, I don't eat that anymore. It's just better for me to be able to just keep foods neutral and like in my diet, so I don't start labeling them again. Now, another thing I always did as well is save my calories for the evening. That is a big no-no. We want to drip feed our body every 2 to 3 hours, good energy. Now, the reason why I always saved my calories was because I knew that I would be hungry later. But actually what happens is when you fuel your body for the whole day and you drip feed your body sort of every 2 to 3 hours, that hunger sort of subsides. But also, if you are hungry, it's not actually a bad thing. It's your body literally telling you, hey, I need some more food. I feel like, again, society has taught us that we're not meant to be hungry, but we are, and it's a good thing if we're hungry. Which also takes me on to another point, which is I always sort of have some form of dessert every single night and sort of something before bed. I try to really reduce the fasting window for me. Now, that's not to say that I'm always going to do this. It's just at the moment that just helps keep my hormones and my body like in a comfortable position. But when I was in like the depths of recovery and like early recovery, what I was doing was having like a bowl of oats before bed. That actually helped me sleep, because when I found that when I went through recovery, I would find that I would wake up hungry as well. As my metabolism started to sort itself out, my hormones started to sort itself out, I would find that I was waking up hungry. So having those oats before bed not only helped me get to sleep, but what you got? But also helped me stay asleep as well. Come here. So yeah, that's that. Right, I'm actually gonna go now. I think this is a really short vlog, but I've got to go walk this one, and we're gonna go walk to the gym.